Hello, everyone, and welcome to this fine little episode of the Ubuntu Touch Q&A, the Ubiports Foundation show discussing the development of Ubuntu Touch and our community's questions. This is episode 171, streamed live on August the 9th, 2025. My name is Alfred, and joining me tonight is...
Happily, welcome everyone.
Hello, Epley. Thanks for joining me tonight, and let's start with a round of news of things that have happened in GitLab. And let's start with a little transition happening in the system image upgrader side. Lomiri system settings system update has received a new change so that click applications get checked on their frameworks rather than the system version. And doing so allows us to ship basically targeted platform applications in the same release channel on the open store. And this needed to be changed in order to be taken into account. The Xiaomi Mi Atoll has received the encryption enablement, or at least 4 devices have been enabled to support encryption, which is fine by me. I mean, finally, devices get the support added to it. There's also add link for custom reminder alert sound setting. That was done by Lionel. Correctly display image orientation in file details pop-up. That's in the file manager. That's one change done by Huji. And we have also a few stability changes coming to, also a new feature to Lomiri. When you connect through Ethercast to an external monitor, it now shows an X button right at the top right corner of the screen, which you can tap to disconnect from the Ethercast session easily, immediately. Works pretty well. And it basically reacts immediately to it, minus a few seconds of readjusting to the new screen setting. But once it's completed, it shows, after this disconnect, it shows the regular Lomiri on the phone again. So what else do we have? We also have a few stability fixes to QtMeer. Finally, those launching applications from the terminal and closing them doesn't crash the shell anymore, which is nice. And that leaves us with, well, wait a second, there's still a whole bunch of changes queued up. Yeah, performance enhancements to the dialogues in QQC2 Zuro, in the Zuro style of Qt Quick controls. The release upgrader, also what has changed is that the release upgrader will showcase a detailed upgrades page on the system settings side when you upgrade from 2004 to 2404. So it will show a detailed version of things that happened over the development. We'll list them, and it will enable the upgrade to the specific version that is specified in the meta file. And that meta file has been extended to also support various channels. And that leaves us with a nice looking upgrade scenario from Ubuntu 2004 to 2404. I would say. I like it. I've tried it.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer to the final release of Noble. So yeah, amazing stuff happening, and hopefully apps will follow, because we have a couple of questions regarding apps that will come in the show later. Yes, we need to have more apps moving to Noble as well.
Mm. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and yeah, the development of the OS itself is pretty nice, and I'm pretty happy with what I have. Uh,
All right. I would say that's it for the news
yeah,
from GitLab this week. And
yeah.
let's head over to what's next.
Do we have experiments
I don't
or
think so.
any
Not this
news on
time.
these fronts? So yeah.
Not this time.
Okay, so let's jump to the Open Store and see what's new this week. Up. Okay. And so, yeah, since last time we had a couple, let's say, it's 9 apps basically. So it starts with, let's start with the new applications. So the first one is QML Camera. It's an app developed by Rachanan, and it's quite a test app to showcase how it works. And so, yeah, that could be useful for the development and for future versions of the official camera app for Ubuntu Touch. So, yeah, good to have for the developers. So thanks, Rachanan, for this. We have also Parasol, which is in alpha version by Christopher Kamana. And it's a simple weather app, which is pretty sleek. I like it. Bergen, no way. I think that's another maybe a wink to Marius, or maybe it's just another Norwegian working on Ubuntu Touch, but the name doesn't ring Norwegian to me. I don't know. Yeah, so thanks for this new app. Very good looking one. And hopefully it will be a good complement to what's called to the official one or the one we ship with the phone. Then we have the updated apps. So thanks for all the continuous support for your apps. It's not just put it there and then it will fall into oblivion. So that's great to have maintainers of their apps. So Jason Waltz updated U-Matrix. Oh no, is it the first release? Oh, I think it's the first release. Last time it wasn't there. So yeah, this is the Matrix Rain from the movie that is now 26 years old. Just to showcase as a screen saver. No, it doesn't save screens anymore, but it's cool. So we have the Matrix Rain coming to your Ubuntu Touch device. Thanks, Jason, for this. The account book is a new app. An updated app. This one is pretty old. So thanks, Matthias, for the update. So yeah, some significant update as I see. Maybe not a lot changing for the user, but nice to have behind the scene things. We have also Delta Touch that has been updated. Yeah, a lot of UI changes, as I say. Delta Touch is one of my favorite client messaging app because it uses just standard emails, enforcing the use of encryption. And it's simple, it works, and it doesn't have to be locked in a specific way of sending things. So I very much like it. No need to use a specific thing. It's just rely on the email protocols. Very nice. Thanks, Lothar, for bringing these new features to the app. We also have Futify that has been updated. Futify is a client an unofficial client for Spotify, which is very nice. So thanks, Romain. Merci beaucoup for this upgrade. You just sent a poll on Telegram to ask if people wanted an upgrade to fix the logging thing. And so I guess you had people reaching out to you, and you did the job. So thank you very much for this. Really appreciate it. We have also Monflow that has been updated. So the first banking app for Ubuntu Touch. So thanks, Sakal, for bringing updates to this app and maintaining it. I think it's important also for security reasons to keep the development going. So pretty reassuring. Thank you. We have also uWolf that has been updated. Thanks, Chromium OS guy, for this. What's new? Generalized. I think it's behind the scene thing, behind the curtain. Some magic. But I think you worked on the virtual keyboard also. I don't know if it landed in this release, but continue the good work. Thank you very much. And last but not least, the time management app developed by Kalin CIT Services, which brings new updates as well. So it's good to have a continuous support for these apps because we know also that Odoo continue to evolve. Sorry. And so you have to keep up with this, and it's always nice also to see some more polished feature, even if I don't have a Odoo instance yet, but I'm considering it. So maybe this will reach my daily drive as well one day. So thanks a lot for this, and I think that rounds things up for today. Thanks a lot for all your contributions to Ubuntu Touch, for these amazing apps, and we hope to see more and more, and to see for future apps migrating to Noble. You're on mute, Alfred.
Very nice, I said. So thanks again for this little roundup, and let's head over to the sponsors, shall we?
Yeah. Who do you want to mispronounce the names?
I'm going to mispronounce the names.
You're going to? Please do them.
Okay.
So thanks to our sponsors, Smooth, Vola, Pine64, Weinstein, DigitalOcean, Netlify, Odoo Community Association, Private Internet Access, Gardner and Associate, Consulting Incorporated, Tixia, GitLab, Cloudrun, CodeLutin, Gandhi.net, and Brax Technologies. Thanks for your continuous support, for all the things you enable us to do. And hopefully, Ubuntu Touch will become a really challenging alternative to the big tools. Thank you again.
Definitely. And the patrons, let's start with Athil, Adam Havelka, Conspy, Daniel Franchak, Heather Ellsworth, Jose Angel Escura, JT, Caleb Clark, Kenneth Drew, Luigi 311, Michael Kellner, Mr. T10001, Omegas, Pavel Arnost, Rondarius, Spendierhose, Xiale X1234, and Zombie Skag, and the random fives, Inuyasha Toast, Tapio Hansen, Louise, Bram Riedinger, and Sophisticated. Those are the random fives.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for doing this, for helping us out. And also, if you want to join us, please go over to uports.com/donate, where you can find options to financially help us. And also, what we do provide, if you're into plushies and coffee mugs, we can also go over to the shop. This one, for example,
Yeah.
as you can see.
ubports.com/shop. Easy peasy, easy to find.
It might not make us rich, but it might make us famous.
Yeah, I hope it will.
Yes. All right.
So yeah, thanks a lot for your support, and
Thanks for your support.
I think now it's time to go to the questions. We got these questions from you every couple of weeks, every other week, on the forum, and it's posted a few days before the live show. And yeah, so here we have the first one is from Ray J Dan. So how can we encourage app development as UT users? I have been using Ubuntu Touch for a few weeks now, and I really like it. It looks good, and it's responsive as an OS. It works well. A big sticking point for me has been trying to do things that I used to do on my Android. Many apps will likely not come to Ubuntu Touch in the near future, and if need to use Android for most things, why use Ubuntu Touch at all? Yeah, I agree with that. Most of these activities can be done in a browser with minimal effort. However, for some things like this is much and much more than minimal effort. I agree. And the first thing is the browser. The browser is currently being fixed, so hopefully it will be good in the future. So we enter into their specific use cases. So is there an acceptable, sustainable way to poke developers to make an app for XYZ? I don't have the skills or time to do it myself, but I am happy to trade time or pay something. What about a Stockville system? I don't know about the Stockville system, but
I also
maybe it's
don't know
like
about.
crowdfunding.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
But what I can say is getting sponsorship for these types of applications done requires more than just a handful of of dollars.
Yeah.
It definitely involves a lot of money, and that amount of money can only rarely be seen to be traded into coding time. So keep that in mind if you really aim for uh, something like, I don't know, a bounty system or something like that. Then maybe you're on your own, so to say. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So a bounty system is a good idea, but if it's a very specific niche app, then it can be tricky to find the amount necessary to get a developer involved or interested. Most app developers do it for their own needs and also for the appreciation they get. I know that if I only have like 2 users of my apps, then I'm really happy because I contributed to help someone else. So that's just a thing. But my time for app development is very limited, so I can't do too much. So yeah, basically I'll focus on my needs, as many of us do. So a bit tricky, but yeah, if you gather enough people interested in something and it's doable because open source, then that's a possibility. But there's nothing currently available. People made a crowdfunding thing for Wadroid, and it worked perfectly. So yeah, that's always a way to go.
I'm looking up for something for the next question. Could you start with that, please?
Yeah. So the next question is from Ida or Ida. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is there a deadline for submitting translations that will reach the first stable release of Noble?
Yes, that is in 5 days. It's on the 14th of August is where the string freeze is supposed to happen. No UI strings will be changed so that translations can be shipped and relied on. And that's that.
Yeah. So second question from Ida is: are there any particular web-late projects we should focus on for translations, other than the Lomiri project?
I would say find something that misses a translation and figure out which project it is.
Yeah, that's the best way, I guess. In Lomiri's web-late project, what is the component online account plugins, and will it be reopened for translations in time for the first Noble release?
Yes, it already is open.
Yeah.
Should be Lemuri online accounts.
Yeah, and the Lomiri online account is the one that is used to, for example, connect your Nextcloud account to your calendar.
Yes, or to Ghost Cloud, to the Nextcloud client app.
Yeah. Very good. And which donation platform or slash method is the best economically and practically for UB ports? Economically, it will be a simple SEPA transfer. If you're in the EU, you just can make a wire transfer via SEPA, and it's free of charge for the donator and for us. So that's the easiest and more economically. But for practicality, Patreon is very nice because we had some trouble with the bank recently. And when I say recently, I mean it's been a year now, and so yeah, it's not easy for us to reach out to the bank, but it also works with Patreon because if we need to spend the money, we need to wire it from Patreon to the bank. So yeah, so SEPA transfer, Patreon is okay. We have also LiberaPay, which is also great because of the philosophy behind. I think that's it. Do you have any insight on this?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. So next question from Messaisto. So they ask a question which is a bit specific regarding Deco. And they ask, will Deco make it into Noble? At the moment, the app is opening, but crashes when I try to read or write a mail. There are similar... Yeah.
I have fixed something in the regards of running Deco on a Noble system. I had to fix something there. That was with regards to app armor, so that the profile falls back to unconfined, which Deco 2 is, and it works now. To the point where everything with regards to Content Hub also works properly. And the system, the Deco settings open up again. They render again. Compose window shows up. Everything works. So expect a Noble release to be stable.
Very good, very good. Because I heard about people investing some time into Deco because yes, that's an app that is very useful for a lot of people. But I didn't know that you made also a lot of progress with this. So yeah, very nice. We have also a question from SAP. Hello, since Noble is around the corner, I would like to know how the open store will work, both from a user perspective and as a developer. Will Focal apps also be available on Noble? That's already the case. If yes, how to publish an app for both Focal and Noble? Thank you very much.
If you want to publish an app for Focal and Noble, all it needs is the specific framework version compiled into the Click package. So some applications start with the 2004 packaging policy. And what you should do is for Noble to upgrade it to 2404-1.x so that it knows which framework to target and provides the perfect build for each target.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
Folk Labs will also be available on Noble, but expect Noble versions to be released very often.
yeah, and focal versions might work. It works for most of them, but sometimes you have specific things, and so a specific version for Noble is better. So, and we hope that in time apps will move. And that's a call for all app developer out there also to maybe try to invest some time into testing or porting your app to Noble, because that will be very helpful. Yeah, Deco was one of them, and there are also Pure Maths, which I miss dearly because I really love this app. I don't know if some work has been done, but I've never seen a release on the Open Store. So yeah. Yeah, that's it for this question, I guess. And the last one from the forum is from Captain Funk. I love this name. Hi everyone, thanks for doing those Q&A. Big thanks for all the works in Ubuntu Touch. I have two questions that are related. If it's possible, on which device is it possible to relock the bootloader after installing Ubuntu Touch? Does it improve security?
No, we don't. And that has to do with us not supporting the verified boot process as set up by Android. So our images are unsigned, and they would have to be signed in order to provide the security guarantees that those locked bootloaders actually provide. It would also look nicer on the screen when you turn it on that it doesn't complain about it anymore. So it would be cool, but we don't have it at the moment, and it would require a few changes in the update mechanism to accommodate for that.
Yeah.
So for now, no.
So yes, I might have said in the past that Vola was working on something like this to have a way to relock the bootloader with Ubuntu Touch. So one of the prerequisites will be that a phone manufacturer will provide this kind of basically allow to have the keys that we will use to sign the images. So it means that on the UBports front, we will have to sign those images, and then the manufacturer can trust our keys. But yeah, so it's not yet there, but it can be, and it will. I hope it will be in the future with our trusted partners. So the one I see for the moment are the potential ones are Vola, Fairphone, with which we have some connection as well, even if we don't work together currently, but it might come in the future, and Brax Technology as well. So we have maybe 3 manufacturers. Pine maybe also, Pine 64 in the future. So yeah, maybe 3 from manufacturers would support Ubuntu Touch and relocking the bootloader, but this is not available right now.
Right.
So the other question is, if one day some banks decide to develop an app for Linux on phone, will they need to have the bootloader locked for security?
I don't think so. That shouldn't be necessary. The application should live in its sandbox, and don't expect that other applications can easily access their data. So that is taken care of. That we do with AppArmor. I don't see anything blocking a banking app to be implemented on Ubuntu Touch. As a matter of fact, Moneyflow is one of those.
Yeah. And basically, what is the limitation on Android is not on Ubuntu Touch, because on Android you rely on Google's component for security. So they trust this API and their way of securing the things, because they have the power to enforce their requirements to the manufacturers, to some chip, etc. But for us, it's just basically software,
Mm.
or relying on the hardware components. But I think that could be a bit trickier. But and it will be on a specific device implementation, I guess. So maybe not the best route. But yeah, for banking, they have access also for browsers and all. So basically, it's not a security issue to rely on the app. The app is fake security, because they just want to push their app for business reasons, not for security reasons. The security aspect of it is just two-factor authentication, and often it's not the case, because they rely only on the fingerprint or only on one password. So it's not really a two-factor authentication. But yeah, advertisement. Yeah, that's it for the forum. Do you have read the chat? Because I haven't. Sorry.
I see one question that I want to take, and that is this one. My question: how does encryption interfere with Waydroid? So you have to imagine it this way. On old devices where this happens, on newer devices it doesn't, like the Fairphone 5, where everything is working smoothly. But on old devices like the Fairphone 4, where encryption is based on the file systems, on the user keyring, means that not even root can access user data that has been encrypted with a key. So you can start or Wavedroid with low confidence of working because it just doesn't know how to access the files. It says required keys not available, and that's about it. So yes, it does interfere, sadly, and that has to do with access to user data from within a confined environment like Waydroid. So that's that.
Yeah. I can answer this one. So we can ask what devices can be used for external display with USB or wireless. Is there alternatives to Chromecast? So for wireless, it's I don't know how much devices are out there, but
It's Miracast.
yeah,
the
it's
Miracast.
it's a Miracast. It relies on Miracast, but and it's all in the devices page on the description of the devices.
Right.
And for USB connection, so wired connection to an external display, there's not a lot of devices that support that. Mainly the Fairphones. I
Up to
never
Fairphone 5.
heard of. Hmm?
Up to Fairphone 5. The Fairphone 6 does not support it anymore.
Yeah, but it doesn't support Ubuntu Touch yet.
Things can change.
Yeah, in the future.
Maybe.
Yeah, so basically that's it. But it's all stated on the device page.
Right. How to run LXD containers or LXC containers at Ubuntu Touch. It's pre-installed already. So for LXC, you can use the system commands for it, LXC start and LXC attach, or with LXD, which you get via snap. So sudo snap install LXD. you set that one up, and then you can just spawn random Ubuntu or even OpenSUSE and Fedora or Arch Linux or NixOS containers, which you can then run a shell in and do your random work with. So that's something to take a look into. I'm advocating for more use of LXD in Ubuntu Touch, mainly because it enables a lot of use cases that libertines set out to do and failed to do, mainly because on LXD you can have systems daemons started.
Yeah.
So you can have your Apache server. If you're really inclined on running an Apache server on your phone, you can do that in a LXD container. You can run your PHP apps that way if you want to. So that's that.
Yeah, and I like to disprove people. Yes, we will answer this one. So Christopher asked why we don't make an Indiegogo campaign for UBports. So that's because it's a lot of money that need to be raised to do something specific, and we don't choose which device we want to support. We have partners and we help them supporting those devices. And then we have porters and we support them with other porters, helping them to access their devices and to bring Ubuntu Touch to it. But yeah, it's not like we want, let's say, Pixel 9 to be supported by Ubuntu Touch. We don't know what kind of, let's say, consumer base we can have with this. So yeah, it needs to be something that people want, and if enough people want to have Ubuntu Touch on this device, maybe one of them will be skilled enough to do it, because it takes some time, effort to make the port, and it's hard to say, okay, we will invest, let's say, few thousand euro into a specific device that is already 4, 3, 5, 6, maybe 10 years old, send it to a developer, which will bring Ubuntu Touch to it, and if no one uses it, it's wasted. It's money wasted from the community. So yeah, because people then will have to pay for the campaign and then pay also for having the device. Yeah, maybe that's not the best solution. But maybe I'm wrong. And nothing stops you to create this Indiegogo campaign, for example, or a Kickstarter or whatever, for your beloved devices. Yeah, it's not a decision that we can make as a foundation for the whole community to say we want to support one device. If we will do something like this, it will be for an app maybe, or to bring something specific for the whole community, not just for one small batch. Do you want to pitch in also, Alfred?
No, it's well said what you said by what I've heard.
Thank you. Do we have something else? Do you want to take the question about the iPhones?
Yeah, let me. Oh my. Okay. I surprised myself by remembering one topic now. I was interested in getting myself an iPad because I've seen post Market OS I should find the URL and post it somewhere in the live chat. It was somewhere on Mastodon. You can keep on talking in the meantime.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, except I'm suspended to your lips or to your keyboard. In the meantime, I will just quickly answer another question from Christopher, which is about having a page with already asked questions. We have a frequently asked question on the Telegram main group.
Oh my freaking hell. Yeah, I'm gonna post something nice here.
So yeah, we have the frequently asked question on the Telegram group, and but it's worth repeating also during the Q&A, because sometimes people just join because they saw something on YouTube that is really basically related to another Linux thing, and this our live stream pops in their feed. So yeah, we want also to answer to those people that are just passing by, sometimes not knowing that Ubuntu Touch still exists and is still alive. So yeah, it's worth repeating, I guess. Not every 2 weeks, but so yeah. What is your Mastodon thing? Do you want to share your screen, maybe?
I've pasted it.
Yeah.
Someone has Mastodon social at least. Yeah, I'm gonna talk like this right now. On post Market OS, I've seen some iPad running post Market OS, and I would like to run this because just to end this one little particular question about iPads or iPhones running it, I want to get an iPad and get Ubuntu Touch running on it, the mainline one, with Asahi drivers if necessary, just to see if that even works. With Asahi drivers having the IDs added if they are missing, and just to see wherever it's needed, whatever if it's needed in the kernel or whatever. That's something that I want to do.
Yeah. And yeah, we have also a reaction from Weekend. Maybe just buy the Gola tablet.
I do have a Vola tablet. And I like it.
Yeah,
but I actually, there's one particular thing in that is I own so many devices by now that I should give one away in the family, right?
Yeah.
And I would like to give one away, and if I give one away, it leaves me with. If I give the Vola tablet away in particular, if I do that, then it leaves me with the iPad Mini, the iPad Air, which is damaged, has a damaged camera at least, so taking pictures with it is a bad idea. Then ThinkPad. What else? Yeah, that's already like 2 devices for my personal life. iPad and maybe the ThinkPad. Makes at least 2 devices, and I don't need another one, right? So I can give away one of them. Maybe I give it away to someone else. I don't know.
Yeah. And I wanted also to answer. This is not really a question, but regarding Indiegogo, we have the example of Brax, and yes. So I don't have any concrete update on that, but I don't expect any news in August, to be honest, because yeah, people have vacations. So maybe we will have some. I'll try to chase some news for. Let's say next one is still end of. Yeah, it will still be in August. So let's say yeah for the 6th of September it should be around that date. So I will try to chase an update on that front to give you an update and saying if there are some progress and or if they have some specific issues. So I try to let you to keep you posted on this front because yes, to be honest, I have had a lot of work on my plate, so I didn't chase this topic recently. But yeah, I won't forget to ask.
I have one particular thing to say here.
Mhm.
When they release their first image based on the Brax 3, because I see, wait a second, where was that? This one. When they release the Brax 3 image, I really hope that they also enable encryption by default. I hope they're eager about it. I really hope if they hear about it or if they heard about it already, they're like, "Oh yeah, we want that." Finally,
They heard about it. I know that.
okay,
I don't know how eager they are to incorporate it, but they heard about it. Yes,
good,
message received.
good. I like that.
Yeah. Um, I guess that's it for today. Do you have anything to add?
No, not really, not really.
Yeah.
But
So thanks everyone for joining.
I really like. I want to mention my Tide IDE because I started playing around with it on the iPad again, and I got it running. Wait a second. I could just do the fingerprint thing and just open Tide. It's a full screen application. Oh my god, this using this will be painful. This will be painful. Okay, it has been canceled. There's examples. There's applications that you can open, that you can start, and then it opens it in the debugger, wherever you can actually imagine an iPad be used for this type of scenario for C++ programs. I think it's a phenomenal thing to have this on your iPad, and I also have this for the Linux environment, or you can also use the autocomplete based on Clang to be, or the I would call it the variable and the variable search. I would call it like that because I don't have a real IntelliSense structure there. But you search through those things, and it auto completes whatever you enter into it. So it's got a C++ UI with LLDB, for example, as a debugger. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
WebAssembly also is nice stuff. It's the hot crap. So
Yeah. So full development machine now, mobile development machine.
excuse me.
It's a full development machine for you.
It is. It is. And also the Jingpad. Because on the Jingpad, I have still, which is powered on, by the way, which is nice. I just enter my PIN, which decrypts. Nice to have also with the PIN. Decrypts the session. And we do have Pocket VMs. I should have. I will just show this here. I want to show this. This really looks nice. Thanks to, I think it was to Matteo Salta. No, crap. Look at this. It's gone really quick, but icon looks nice. And I do have a little VM, which is launchable here. I just press the start button. Also shows with the little, yeah, it opens with OpenGL hardware acceleration, which is SDL window, which doesn't have the keyboard connected, requires a keyboard, which I do have with my Bluetooth keyboard with a little, like, what was it again?
Bluetooth adapter.
Touchpad.
Oh.
Touch is the word.
Yeah, words are hard.
Oh yeah, but now I have the login screen starting up. I just tap my I tap it and it doesn't react to it. But I do have it running. And I do have in the Pocket VMs still the, what was it again? Yeah, the terminal. I just can enter my login password. Then I'm in a regular bash shell. Then I can do anything I want in that bash shell. Log it in as my regular user, which can be Ubuntu or whatever change can be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I guess I think you're not the only one to use a tablet or a Jingpad or another kind of powerful enough large screen to make developments on Ubuntu Touch and Tide ID, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. So yeah, your Tidy is pretty interesting for that kind of use case. I know some just on
the coolest about the Pocket VMs though is I compiled Pocket VMs inside of a Pocket VMs VM. and I shared the directory into the VM.
Yeah.
With Content Hub, I was just able to pass files into it. So I could just drop tarballs in there. And just unpack those tarballs in the shell and run those make commands to install something. So cool stuff.
Yeah, very nice. Because I mean, it's if the machine is powerful enough, then it can be a good experience. And the Jingpad is pretty nice on this front.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. So thanks everyone for joining. I think we will wrap this up now with this. Thank you, Alfred, for joining. And we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks you as well. Thank you as well for joining. Yeah, I hope we see each other very soon.
Yeah, hope to. Bye-bye.
Bye.